Hello everyone and welcome back to another speed build. Today I'm building a house that I've named Victorian Heritage. The reason I named this house this was because of the sort of style of this house. It's a Victorian style house, so it deserves a Victorian sort of name. And heritage, reason for this house was that because it's heritage, like heritage houses normally can't be edited, like knocked down or renovated or sort of changed at all because they're sort of old and they're classified as heritage listed houses. So, and I thought that this house was a very sort of old traditional house that was built back in the 1900s maybe, sort of style of it. So yeah, that's why I named this house. What I'm doing right now is I've just done the floor plan for it, the building work for it, and I'm starting on the roof now. This roof is quite interesting. It's sort of 2.5 stories high, except the second story obviously you can't use. I sort of went for a 2.5 story high extra bit because of the height of the roof and how it looked on some photos and some inspiration I was looking at. It's quite different, and you'll see that a little bit later on. But yeah. So here I'm just leveling out and getting the roof sort of how I want it and how I imagine it to be. What I'm doing here with the roof on the side around the front here is breaking up, or I should say breaking up, making like a curved on the side here, like in my other speed build I'd actually uploaded the other day. How it wraps around the front of the house like a bit of a country farm style house with a veranda at the front. Here around the back here I went for sort of a viewing window area, and I tried out some roof designs like one you saw before, but it didn't work at all. It was pretty ugly, so I went with this rounded sort of roof that seemed to work pretty well. I'm fiddling around here with some different like sizes so that it looks natural, and it looks actually natural. It looks right and proper. Here I'm finishing the roof around the back here on sort of like a decking area that I've got. And that decking area will have sort of a barbecue area, which I think is pretty nice and pretty sort of styled to sort of the home entertainment sort of sims you might have live in this house. This house isn't the biggest house. I sort of wish it was a bit longer at the back, like some of the houses or some of the sort of sizes of the properties that this house would typically be seen on. But this house can house up to 3 sims, like an adult's bedroom and then a kid's bedroom. It's only one kid's bedroom. So you know, it can be a starter house. It's only about 85,000 simoleons furnished and about 50,000 unfurnished, which I think is pretty decent. Here I've put some bug lights in, and I'm working out the floorboards now. These floorboards change again because I think it's a little bit weird of the color. I darken them even a bit more. So yeah, this theme of the house is sort of quite dark wood style, but it has some light contrasting colors in it, which you'll see a bit later on. And some of the light contrasting colors are those pillars there at the front, which I think work quite well. At the moment, I'm picking a wallpaper for the outside. I really like this sort of brick pattern that outside of this house that I've picked. It sort of goes really well with the theme of this house, and sort of the era it was built in, I should say. Having a look now and just editing the roof height, actually on the roof altogether, I sort of don't go for a sort of a square roof that intersects on the one on the left. I go with another design here that looks a bit more of the part and looks a bit better. Here I'm looking at a front door. I like that front door. It's very classical and goes with the theme of the house. I'm just editing some colors now. Changing around, matching colors inside that I think work quite well. I'm quite happy with how this house turned out. It may not have been as big, as I said before, as I expected or really wanted it, but it worked quite well. I'm happy with the end result. These windows here that I pick at the start don't stay at all. I liked them at the start because they were nice design, they were nice and simple and clean. But then I was like, nah, there's too many small little windows in it, if you get me. And it didn't really sort of go with the theme of the house. And here I'm having a look and pick these windows in the end, and then change the color of them. Actually, no, I don't change the color of them. They stay that white. White windows, sort of wooden white windows, typically what you'd see with this house. Here I'm picking some doors that actually I think I used a door before and I just copied them and put them in all the bedrooms. So this house has 2 bedrooms, an ensuite onto the master bedroom, and then a sort of not family bathroom, well, sort of just a general sort of toilet area. The house at the back here, I've got a really nice, I think, open living plan area that I'm starting to work on now. This is the dining area that I've got over the back here. I really like the curved sort of wall at the back there, you'd probably say, or sort of window bay sort of area. Yeah, I really like the design on this house. It's nice and big and lots of light. And here I'm picking the dining table. I love that dark wood I've used on the top of it, which I do use as some sort of with some other contrasting colours and other furniture in the house. So now I'm just putting a chair on the side there, and then a nice sort of table to go with it. I really like that table, how there's a sort of folding bits on the side there, and then that sort of what's the name of it? So that rug, not a rug. It's a little white thing that goes on top that they got in really old houses. I would know, I have one in mind. Anyway, onto the kitchen. I like that window there, and I was like, doesn't really match any of the other windows I got in the house. So in the end, I do believe I removed it and put in some of the other ones that I've used throughout the house. Here I'm just changing up the countertops in the kitchen. I try intersect some of those sort of islands, sort of the countertops there that I'm moving around, as you can see, trying to interact with the stove and then with the other ones. I try looking for a snapping on sort of cheat that I've seen other YouTubers use, and then I couldn't find it, so I gave up and sort of just use it as an island, countertop island, or island counter. Yeah. Anyway, back onto the kitchen. I'm editing the how bright the lights are so it doesn't bloom out completely at the bench tops, and I also darken the bench tops a little. And here I am. I found the same windows, but there's 2 next to each other that are, in one sort of window piece, 2 by 1, obviously. Here I'm putting some chairs at the kitchen, some bar stools sort of furniture, and putting some more appliances in the fridge. And I'm editing the color of the bench tops here so they accent with the colors of the bar stools that I've used on the dining table. I liked sort of using the same sort of same sort of colors within the house, otherwise they won't really look well together. Here I went for sort of a leather chair idea, and I tried on that sort of chair there, which didn't work because it looked quite weird, so I chose the other chair that I thought was a bit sort of, well, a little bit masculine more, how wide it is and how deep it is. And then I put another one on the side there which looked quite nice. And then I found a sort of table there to put next to it, a side bed table, if you want to call it that, which it basically is. And then a lamp. I go for a duck lamp. I think it had some character. I picked it because I think it had some character and I liked it. Then that TV I had before there, I was like, is that from late night? I didn't understand it because I've never seen it before, and I thought it was custom content. Anyway, I chose that sort of regular telly that everyone uses. It's pretty normal. And then I'm trying to intersect some bookshelves behind it, sort of give it something else, give it some detail, rather than just having a plain television there, because it would have been, quite boring. And then I look for a nice picture to put on the wall there, which I changed around to a nice baseball theme, I think it is. Yeah. And then I find a rug, and in a moment there'll be a coffee table land on there. Oh yeah, I used the chairs from the dining table. They're green around the carpet there. I think worked quite well with the other darker colours. Here we are in the master bedroom here. I'm using the bed from Generations. Much of the furniture in this house is basically Generations furniture because it's nice family orientated furniture, I reckon. And it looks quite good, so I use a lot of that. Here I'm just fixing up the side bed tables to see that they're actually attached to the bed, so I'm using move objects on. Find a nice dresser, use that sort of dark wood colour that I use on the dining table, and then I find a mirror. Here I am in the ensuite here, choosing a wallpaper for there. I like that green, sort of turquoisey green colour I've used, matches quite well. And then I'm looking for a floor, some tiles to use. I'm looking for a shower now. There's a shower, and I'm looking for a countertop, and then there'll be a sink in there. I'm just having a look at the plan and trying to work out how you can fit as a very very well, I should say, how it can fit well in the room. Best layout. What else? A rug in the bedroom because it gives a nice warm, sort of homely effect with a nice rug. The textures on there were glitching out. It goes half and half, and I was like, what the heck is happening? So in the end, I chose another texture that looked pretty good, that orangey kind of red color. And without, here I am doing the front sort of kids, teenager, could be a boy's bedroom. And it has a nice view over the front porch in front of the house, which I really like. That desk and that chair, I both believe, or at least I'm pretty sure the desk is from Generations. I can see in the top corner, yep. Yeah, so that chest of drawers is there too from Generations. Picking some sort of kiddie furniture. This actually might be sort of a child's bedroom rather than a teen's bedroom because of the sort of kids' clothes, toys that are in there. Here I'm just working on sort of the family, sort of bathroom, sort of toilet area, and yeah, I'm putting some bush plants in. Here I went for sort of a bookshelf type of area because, you know, I liked it and I thought it would work really well. Putting in some extra details in the house. That back door, I love that back door. I used it in my other speed build the other day, which worked quite well, and I love it. It fits well with the house and the period of the house. Here I'm putting in the steps in the backyard here, trying to get them to fit. Eventually I do get them. Hang on, there they are. Yep. And then I edit the foundation around the side of the house because it looks quite weird. Well, I also put that trampoline in there. I think, you know, it gives nice sort of kid feel to the house, sort of childish. Putting in those columns at the back so it fits in nice, and looking for a barbecue. It was an outdoor living barbecue. I couldn't find it until I went into the misc section of barbecue or kitchen stuff. Putting some counters in there, nice table, and then some chairs from Generations, and putting it a bit off center. Putting another window in there because it looked a bit off center and needed something more. Editing the color of the fence. I put that fence in, by the way, at the start, so I knew exactly where I had to build. Yeah, so, because this world was done by James from the Sims Supply, a fellow Australian, a great YouTuber. You should check out if you haven't, but I'm pretty sure you would have if you're following me, or if you found me here. And yeah, this is for his world, a lunar island, I'm pretty sure it is, that he built. So yeah, doing the garden at the front here. I like these shrubs here, they're very nice bushes. Putting in some more flowers, more detail, a nice variety of colours, nice sort of accent blue colours to match with the purple flowers. Finding a nice roof pattern. I go through like all the roofs basically like twice and keep looking and thinking, does that match? Does that match? I'm not sure. And then in the end, I think that roof matches the most with that period, so the period of the house. Choose some nice sort of pine trees, 'cause I think it matches with the era and the sort of trees that would typically be around this house when it was built. So it looks quite it looks sort of normal to when the house was built. Putting some more trees in the backyard and some bushes. Some more terrain paint around the back to sort of giving it more effect. Fixing that up there. And here are the screenshots. So here's the front of the house here. Nice shot with the blue car. Here's the hallway at the front, looking from the back of the house towards the front of the house. Here's the living area with the telly and the leather sort of couches. Here's the dining table with that nice dark wooden area of a dining table. Here's the kitchen. Here's the family sort of bathroom, toilet area. Here's the front kids' bedroom, the nice views outside the front. Here's the master bedroom. I believe the next photo is of the ensuite. Yep, here's the ensuite. Nice shower, nice view outside. Here's the backyard. And then there should be the front. Yeah, there's the trampoline. So thank you for watching, everyone, and have a nice day.